Hi guys, in today's video, you're going to see an impressive abandoned palace that we found. We weren't really sure what it was, but we looked for information. The information we found is that the building dates back to 1650 and a famous count lived there. Nowadays, the building is quite guarded since it has its own security. But anyway, we managed to get in, which is what matters, and we're going to show you what we found inside. This part down here, this is what they would have used as a cellar. Look, all the bottles. They're super old. Aguas de Solares. These bottles are super cool. It's a broken figure. There's a mirror here. We can't come here much because the street is right here. And be amazed by all the walls. The whole house is like this, and this right here is a door that was here. It was pretty well hidden. And look where we end up. This is amazing. This whole estate or mansion is incredible. This place is very well maintained. I mean, it even has its own guard and everything. That's why it's so well preserved. There's no graffiti and it hasn't been vandalized. Everything here is amazing. I could spend a lot of time recording this room. Let's go this way. Then we'll see this whole floor. This place is awesome. The amount of details it has. Another room. The curtains, these are amazing. Each room is painted differently. So many details. Amazing. This is a door. Oh, here are some glasses. There are still some left. Glasses and everything. Here too. Let's go there. And this mansion had a 1-acre garden, and it's currently a public park. The gardens used to be 1 hectare, the garden of this mansion. That's amazing, man. And each one in a different way. Let's see if you can see the ceiling better from here. That's amazing. This is the hallway of the rooms. Everyone had a room. But there's nothing interesting in these rooms. And here there are 3 rooms. Each of these staircases is a room. Stop, the farmer might see me. This wardrobe isn't that old, or it's antique, but not that old. Or maybe it's just very well preserved. Isn't the whole house so stately? They have everything sealed up really well so that water doesn't get in. This is one of the few places that are World Heritage sites that they're protecting, so to speak. Because it has its own security, it has a guard, and we know it has a guard because we ran into him when we came in. Otherwise, we wouldn't have noticed. That's amazing, man. So, as I was saying, the security guard didn't say anything to us. No, but, well, he did ask us what we were doing there, but he didn't say anything. We just told him we were waiting for some friends and stuff. He didn't say anything to us, except, I'm going to be here all day. I have to watch over this. That's how we know there are guards. Otherwise, we wouldn't have noticed. Well, it rained today too. There weren't many people, but it has already stopped raining, and right now we've already looked outside. And the square we have to go through is full of people. Because, as I said, we have a park now. We came this way, so when we leave, I don't know if we'll look for another exit. We'll probably try to find another way out so we don't go through there. Imagine the place looks well maintained. We don't want them to realize they can enter anywhere. What's going on? This room is impressive. Look at these curtains, how they have them crossed. I'm trying to show you all the details, but since there are so many... Damn, I hadn't seen this. This was supposed to be closed, because before you could go through here. Yeah, look how well it's hidden. It's strange that all these things are here. That's probably how it was back in the day. It's pretty hidden, huh? You can tell because of time passing, but otherwise you almost wouldn't notice. What huge doors they had. Oh, they had display cases. They had built-in closets here. How low, how... Look, there's a small piece of porcelain left. That's amazing, man. This is truly a work of art. This whole palace. It's a work of art. Of the work of art, huh? And even though it has its guard, the passage of time is taking its toll on the building. Some parts here are falling apart. This right here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the ceiling is very arched right there. I don't think it'll take long to fall. It's full of moisture. But well, at least they're making an effort to preserve it. That's amazing, man. So much detail, dude. From some angles, it even looks 3D. They really had to be artists of their time, huh? To paint the palace of a count. They haven't come through this room before. There's nothing. Ah, okay. Now I know why they haven't walked on the floor before. It's sinking. I was recording and didn't realize where I was going. The floor is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really arched. Let's go to the other side, to these stairs. I don't think they had it like this. They must have put it here, but I'm not sure why. But these are the main stairs that go up. We have others at the entrance. I'll show them to you. They're really cool. Check out the door details, huh? There are the doors. They took their time to carve the details. This is the upper part, and as I was telling you here, they even reinforced the structure so it wouldn't fall down. Let's see, for a small town, it's pretty unusual that they've put money into this, because they don't usually do it even in the cities. "1938. "1907. 4 in the afternoon. I'm already hearing a handful of voices from the park, right? Let's head downstairs. I'll show you another spot. This is the downstairs area. We can't talk too loudly here because the door is right there. We had to come up this way because the door over there is closed. And there was no other way to get up there. Now I'm going to show you this whole area here. What a set of stairs, huh? We think this part here is like the workers' area of the estate. Damn, this is like a toy, but it's not a toy. He says we have to go that way. Because this goes directly to where the guard is. This part itself is a bit more destroyed because here they have actually broken in. This part here, it's been a while, ever since there's been a guard. At least I don't think so. We came in through here. Let's see if we hear anything. Let's see if we can hear. Okay, we're risking a lot here and there's not much to see either. At this point, we started trying to find a way out since there were a lot of people outside and we weren't really sure where we were going to exit. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like and I'll see you at the next place. See you next time.